Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. Okay, let's start off with Nicole and Leo. So, Nicole is not happy with Leo. Basically, it's like, you lied about Jude being dead, you helped, you only think about yourself, and she's just like really pissed off at him, right? And on one hand, I get it, right? Because, yeah, you you didn't sit there and actually steal the child or anything like that, but you was accessory to it and you knew the truth and you didn't say anything. But I couldn't help when she was sitting there saying like, you're only out for yourself and you're a liar and this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, Nicole, listen, let's not sit there and try to act like you have this sort of innocent background, this innocent past and stuff. There was a time period where you was out for yourself and you was a liar and you did actually steal Sammy's baby. So in all reality, I was kind of like a lot of the stuff she was saying, you can miss me with it. Also found out that Marlena doesn't know about Leo's part and the whole, Jude is, fake dead and everything. And I'm pretty sure she did. She probably would sit there and drop him as a client. Now he does apologize. He says he's working on himself. He's comes across as generally remorseful. And so Nicole's like, okay, you want to sit there and really sit there and prove that you're a better person? I want you to help me put EJ away. I want you to sit there and testify. And Leo's like, yeah, I get it, but he doesn't want to do it. And it's not out of fear from EJ or being prosecuted. It's simply because he felt like EJ has suffered enough. He lost his CO job. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to wind up losing the DA job. And he lost his wife, just like he said he was, just like he was fearing that whole time. So he's like, as far as I'm concerned, I think he kind of paid enough. Now, Marlena has a different take on it. After she comes in, puts five fingers to the face, and she's just pissed off. Now he explains himself why he did it. He basically is like, I have no excuse. I was fearing to lose her, which literally wound up happening. Um, he also talked about the fact that at one point he thought that his son really did die, just to find out that it wasn't even his son. So he grieved for a child. He felt that the child wasn't his. The whole time he kept sitting there saying, um, they kept looking. How did he sit there and describe it? He was like, the way they would sit there and look at each other. That one time that he caught them kissing, and Marlena was like, "Well, why didn't you let her go?" And I'm kind of just like, no, yeah. On one hand, yes, she has a point, but in all reality, Nicole should have sat there and put on her big girl pants and decided to leave him. Instead, Marlena tried to put all that on him, like she didn't have a choice. Now, in all reality, I would have been like, you're too much of a damn headache. If I have to sit there and be worrying and sweating and lying and paying off people and this, that, and the third, nah, you ain't worth it. You really ain't worth it, especially knowing that you still have feelings for somebody else, and I can see that, and you kiss somebody else. Yeah, what he was doing was wrong. But he was doing it out of this desperation of what he thought was love. He kept saying, well, he still loves her. You sit there and love somebody who is practically betraying you every time Erica's in the room. It's kind of weird because it makes him come across as like needy and desperate. I don't know. I also don't sit there and see Nicole being the love of his life. I don't see it. Um, well, Molina's like, nope, I don't feel bad for you after what you did to my family with Sammy and everything like that. I don't think that you suffered enough, and leaves. So Connie comes in and Connie tells Bobby that the job is done and I need you to hold up your end of the bargain. But when she tells him what she did, Bobby's like, hey, whoa. I didn't want him dead. Like, yeah, I want him out the way. I didn't want him dead. But then Connie's like, okay, well then what did you want me to do? I don't have money to sit there and fly him to a private island or anything like that. Like, you want him out the way, I got him out the way. Then she starts bragging like, oh well, I'm not an amateur or whatever. Like I covered my tracks. I was like, no, you really didn't cover you really are an amateur. Unless you killed people before besides Shin. You're not an amateur. You left first of all, you left the body there where you were supposed to sit there and dump it into the ditch. You stood there and monologued for a good 15 minutes, and then you left the murder weapon with your fingerprints on it. Yeah, okay, sure, you're not an amateur. But, she insists, hey, listen, I have on my end. You gotta sit there and do yours. So he's like, all right, fine, I will. I have a feeling that she is not going to sit there and sleep safe until she takes out Everett. And I don't know if this guy is going to be on contract or anything like that. I don't know about that. But as far as I'm concerned, he's expendable. Now, while Gabby, after Gabby and Jada talks to Kayla, she's going to be going into surgery. One of the things that Gabby says is, "Do you still have the knife? Where's the knife? Because the knife probably have fingerprints on it. We could sit there and get a match." Now, I can sit there and give Jada a pass on this because, yes, as a cop, that should have been the thing she should have did. Besides helping Rafe, was make sure that she secured the evidence. Um, but she wasn't thinking at the time. But she did go and want to get a knife, and took it down to processing. So they're gonna get back to um, back to her. But granted, the law when it comes to soaps is very, very, very fickle. But I imagine, right? There's not fingerprints on it. But if Connie is just, besides the fact that when she just went crazy, she's not saying a citizen unless she applied for any sort of government job or ever been arrested. Yeah, nothing's going to come up. So yeah, they may have fingerprints on it, but nothing's going to come up. Now, Rom is sitting there talking to Eric, and after he explains to Rom about everything, EJ, all that stuff as far as Jude is concerned, he tells Rom that he still is going to leave, and Rom is like, "Wait, why?" And I'm kind of just like, "Yeah, I'm very curious about that as well. You just found out that he's your son. Like, I don't plan on leaving anywhere. So, like, why are you leaving for? Why are you going to Paris? Like, the baby's there. The baby is actually yours. You don't actually have an excuse to leave." Hell, one of the things that Ron was saying was, maybe we should sit there and get back to Nicole and make it work. Okay, that's a high possibility that it will probably wind up happening. But even if it doesn't, your child is here. There is still no reason for you to move. Like, I'm very curious to sit there and see how they're going to exit their story. Because, like, right now, it's not making a lot of sense. The fact that he was still so gun ho about leaving is just like. Hmm? Now, Roman, Marlena are talking about Eric getting back his son and everything, and maybe getting back with Nicole. Um, yeah, other than that, the scene didn't really go anywhere. Now, towards the end, because I was about to sit there and be like, is there anything else? Now, towards the end, Gabby and Jada are still waiting after, talking about the evidence. And Kayla comes back, and long story short, Rafe is in a coma, aka the actor wants to go on vacation, which is totally fine because he's been working, he's been working. So yeah, and that's pretty much where they left off. Let me just check. So, no, I think that's pretty much kind of the gist of the episode. There might have been a couple of things I missed here or there, but that is the general gist of the episode. If I did miss anything, write it in the comment section, or better yet, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll talk about all the shows, days of our lives, born beautiful, young and restless, in General Hospital. I'll see you in the next video.